Hi, I'm just going to continue my ramblings. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about my understanding of the connection and relationship between the sun and the earth. Part of me, I think of things symbolically and metaphorically. So part of me thinks of the sun as kind of that father energy and the earth as the mother. They have had a love affair for a long, long time. And there is these cycles of relationship between the sun and the earth. And as I perceive it, that relationship is fed through solar flares and small solar flares like Cs, class Cs, Ms to a certain extent. They build the field of the earth, the electromagnetic field. So what's been happening, science is saying, is that the magnetic field of the planet is weakening. And Gregg Braden used to talk about as the magnetic field of the planet weakens, so do our magnetic fields. And any memories or emotions that we have stored in our field, we release them. Okay, so because we're theoretically in a grand minimum, or not a grand minimum, a solar minimum, that means there are fewer solar flares, there are fewer interactions between the earth and the sun. Our field the field of the planet is weakening. And so when the field of the planet is weak, those solar flares, even M's and X's, they get into our field and disrupt us as humans and the earth because she's not protected. Maybe it's like having unprotected sex. Okay, so there's these kinds of interactions between the earth and the sun, I think, speed the evolution of humanity. So a few days ago, the largest X flare in 10 years, 12 years, I guess, hit the earth and stirred up something that was already stirring. You know, if you go to Suspicious Observer, he has some really great insight on this and how the earth has earth spots and the sun has sun spots. So a lot of times these earth spots are where storms develop really close to earthquakes. So a lot of this stuff, people have been watching it for the last few years, and we can predict where these earthquakes are going to happen, where these storms are going to erupt because of the relationship between the sun and the earth. So right now the earth and the sun are in I don't know what you would call maybe a phase of relationship that is going to push us as humans, and so we're going to talk about that more. Okay, stay tuned.